I'm quite sure you can hear me now. There it is. Welcome to the Big Time Show. Welcome to this impromptu show that we are going to do now. This is not my regular time. Really, my only purpose was to give you guys, you know, you little Laker haters that have showed up. I'm quite sure you're all here. Yeah, you were here. Now, that's really what I'm here for, to recap today's loss of of the Los Angeles Lakers losing on today. Yeah, see right there, there's Tommy already. See what the hate is. See. Y'all see that. Yeah, the Lakers lost, son. My son was taking a nap at the time.
Yeah, I took a nap.
All right, go downstairs.
I took a nap.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. I'm not gonna do the Big Time Show for the whole time, but I'm
All right.
see you.
All right. Bye. All right. I had to get it out of the way because there was going to be some distractions there.
I'm not gonna distract you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. See you later. I'll see you in just a minute, son. Okay. Listen. Today the Lakers lost, of course, as you know, which is the reason why a lot of you are here, because y'all some Laker haters. You know, I understand. But as I told you, I'll stand when we win and I will stand when we lose. So here I am. I'm still the same. We still are your world champions. That's the bottom line. Until the Lakers get beat 4 out of 7, we still are the team to beat. However, we all know what went on, and that does change things just a tad. No question about that. Briefly, here's my little recap, and then I'll take y'all little shots and all that kind of stuff. Look, I'm in a good mood. I done preached today at the church. I feel pretty good. Now I'm here, and the Lakers kind of ruined my day. Yeah, there go Tommy. See what I'm saying? There you go. Champs by default. Okay, I got you. Well, nobody else can say they're the champs by default, Tommy. Nobody. It's only one team that has that title, and that title belongs to the Los Angeles Lakers. That's the bottom line. Champ by default, his fault, your fault, whatever fault you want to come up with. There's only one team that can say they the team, the champs. It's the Lakers. I know you hate it, but it'll be all right. Now, let's talk about the obvious, real quick. Anthony Davis, when on the floor, is a dominant basketball player. A game-changing, franchise-type player. Potential to be an all-time great. On a Hall of Fame type course, if you want to say that. He's that good. He's hey Gary, he's that good. AD is that good. When he makes up his mind, or even when he doesn't make up his mind, he's so gifted that he pretty much can't be stopped. He's too tall. He can shoot over you. If you bump up on him, he can go around you. He has ball handling skills. He can go around you. He's a big, not a real big body, but he's got big enough body that he can bang with some of the, real big men. AD is a bona fide, legitimate franchise player when he's on the court. Unfortunately for AD, which happens to a lot of big men, is that their bodies just don't hold up. And true to form, and this goes back to when he was in New Orleans, AD just stay hurt. I mean, it's to the point now that you could just sneeze and AD would catch a back cramp. I mean, it's just AD could just, when he get out the car, you almost need assistance just to make sure that he don't hurt himself. I mean, it ain't just started with LA. It's been like this in New Orleans. Has there ever been one season? Has there ever been one season that he's completed? I ain't talking about, I know everybody missed games, but I'm talking about Anthony Davis has legitimate injuries every single year that keeps him out minimum at least 25 to 30 games a year. It's just about automatic. It's almost like the Cowboys. So we know that sooner or later Tyron Smith is gonna get hurt. It's not if, it's when. It's no question about if he's gonna get hurt. It's when. It's the same thing with AD. We know that he is going to get hurt. And to his credit, AD has been hurt. He's been playing hurt. But as we should know by now, if you know anything about injuries, when you're playing injured, the body tends to overcompensate for the injury that is previously there, and it kind of piles up. So today, AD, he strained his groin. Brothers, if you on here, you already know that anywhere around that region is a problem when it's hurt. And it's not an easy fix. It's not a wake up in the morning and let's go back at it. When you start talking about groin issues, we know that you're going to be out for a while. He strained it. If you play on it, it's just a matter of time before you mess it up even more. So AD is hurt, and he didn't come back in the game. On top of that, Pope was hurt. Now, some of you may say, well, he ain't nobody. Yes, he is. He's out. He's one of our best defenders on the perimeter. And when you playing somebody like Chris Paul and Devin Booker, and you take away your top defensive player, that makes a difference. That makes a big difference. And so we lost two of our starters today. And, I don't want to, I'm not making any excuses. I'm calling like it is, because Chris Paul is hurt. He looked good today. Chris Paul was hurt. And it makes a difference when Chris Paul is not Chris Paul. So Phoenix, when they lost game 3 and game 2, Chris Paul was not himself, and that does make a difference. And it makes a difference when Anthony Davis and Caldwell Pope is not in the game. So we had to scramble. We had to have guys to play that haven't really played this series, and they had to get their feet back wet. But in the playoffs, you do not have time to try to figure things out. You got to go ahead and go for it. So going a little further now. Let me talk to those. Let me see if anybody. Hey, Prem Gautam on Podbean. Hey, I don't know if you're still here or not, but glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. So we are going to have to figure out why I'm having a problem with my microphone. I know you guys can hear me on Facebook. I know you can. And Twitch and YouTube and Twitter, but I cannot be heard, I don't think, on Podbean. I am gonna have to do this. Y'all hold on just for a second. Let me make sure. Okay. I'm about to go this route now. Let me do this on here. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Y'all can hear me? Podbean, can you hear me, Podbean? Okay, good. Good. I took the mic off. Thank you so much. All right. So, let me take this off. I am don't like the injuries that we have, but you have to make the adjustments now. So, all Laker fans, this is what's gonna have to happen. Number one, um, Pau Gasol is gonna play a whole lot more now. Powell cannot do anything at this point except use his craftiness with Aiden. He's not the same. I mean, he's not the same Gasol that was here in Memphis for all these years. I don't know if Powell really can hold up Montrezl Harrell, who should have been playing in the first place. I believe he can do damage. Even though he's a little bit short, I don't think Aiden is much bigger than he is. But that's going to have to be the rotation along with Anthony Drummond. I think we can handle Aiden just with those three. So I'm really not worried about that. Caruso, actually, to be honest with you, it's arguable that Caruso could be our best defender. It's arguable. He plays great defense, and we're going to need it. Because it seemed like when Anthony went down, that just energized Phoenix, and they took over the game. And we're gonna have to find some way to try to control Paul and Booker. McLemore got on the game, but McLemore is not a defender. He's a great shooter, but he's not really a good defender. Kuzma is gonna have to step up. All this, one thing, if you notice this series, we can't shoot a lick. We're not hitting anything. We're not hitting anything. We're struggling, trying to figure out how we're going to make it happen, and it's not working as of right now. Let me pull this up. I'm sorry, I can't do this at least. But I need some type of music because y'all y'all so excited. Y'all so excited. But here's the last big piece. Here's the last big piece. LeBron James is going to have to do something that he hadn't done in probably last 2 to 3 years. And I don't know if that's in him anymore. I think it is. I just don't know because I ain't had the chance really to see it. And that is, he's going to have to go back to the Cleveland LeBron. What I'm saying is, he's going to have to score 30 every night. I'm talking about put his wheel on the game. And I don't know I don't know how injured he really is. But in order for us to come out of this series, which I still think we are going to do, I think that he's going to have to be incredibly aggressive. Somebody say something to me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Just say hello or something, because I'm not getting any chats. I don't know if you guys are saying anything. I think you can hear me. I know you can. I think you can. But I'm not seeing if you can or not. Somebody just say hello. Let me know that you can hear me. Somebody just say hi, what's up, laugh out loud. Lakers are horrible, whatever you want to say. Just say it so I can, so I know that you can hear me, if you don't mind, somebody. Because I'm not sure. I done refreshed this thing so much that I don't know if I can be heard. Okay, well, I just keep talking until then. But LeBron is going to have to be the king for real in order for us to to make it happen. Game 5 is big. Keep in mind the Lakers do not have home court advantage in this. So Game 5 is super important. Game 7 will be in Phoenix. We don't know how injured Anthony Davis is, but it can't be that good if you're talking about a strained groin. To be honest with you, what I would do, I would sit him for the next game regardless. And that would give him a couple extra days, and then they had to come back to Los Angeles for game 6. And you just have to see where he is physically for game 6. I wouldn't even entertain him playing now because you're not going to get the best. I mean, they only had 1 day. They're off tomorrow, and then the game 5 is on Tuesday. 2 days is not enough to handle a strained groin. So I wouldn't even entertain him. I would put him on immediate recovery, and we'll just have to see where he is for game 6. But AD not being there, that's a big change. That's a big change. And I don't know, we're going to find out. A passive LeBron James will have us going home in the first round. And one thing you guys should know about by now, and I have fallen into this category too, is there's a couple of people you just don't want to bet against. And I'm just telling you, I've had to learn this the hard way. Being not a LeBron James fan, I was not a Cleveland Cavalier fan, I was not a Miami Heat fan, and I didn't like him coming to the Lakers. But one thing that I do know, that I have seen, you cannot count this guy out. He's proven it time and time again. He's a born winner. The NBA Finals, really this last 10 to 12 years or whatever, should be called almost the LeBron James Invitational because he's usually there. If you want to win the championship 9 times out of 10, you have to go through LeBron James to get there. One way or the other, you have to go see him if you're talking about being a champion. That rule still applies. We just have to see exactly how dominant LeBron James decides he has to be. Now, I don't think, it's like today he had 25 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. It's not going to get it done. Not against Phoenix. In order for the Lakers to win, he has to have minimum 30 points. That's 30. Give me those same 12 rebounds. I really ain't worried about the assists. His minutes are going to have to go up. And like I said, this is a lot dependent upon how he is doing. He looks fine, but we all know LeBron is not 100%. But even at 85%, he's still one of the best players in the league. So there's just no question about it. And he's not going to get better. I'm quite sure he's about to do some extra rehab as far as recovery goes because he knows what he has to do. Anthony Davis' points is hard to make up. One way you do it, he has to take over. 25 points is good for most players. We need LeBron to go completely crazy in order for us really to win this series. He's capable of doing that. I'm expecting him to do that because he knows what he has to do. Can't nobody stop him from getting to the lane. If he got to shoot 18 free throws for the next game, so be it. That's what needs to happen. That's what I got. I can't see y'all talking. I know y'all. I cannot see your comments if you're making comments. And so I can't really speak today. I wish I could because I know it's some Laker hate in here. I know it is. I know y'all hate. I just know y'all. I feel it in my bones. I know. I know y'all some real bona fide Laker haters. I know y'all, and I know you're celebrating right now. I know you're celebrating because this is really the only way. To be honest with you, I'm just being honest. This is the only way we're gonna lose. This is the only way. Injuries is the only way the Los Angeles Lakers will not win. I'm just telling you. If AD and LeBron are playing and they're somewhat healthy, they will win a series. They may lose a game. Remember, I said at the beginning that this series is probably going to go 6 games anyway. I'm still holding on to that. I'm expecting LeBron James, because he doesn't want to go back to Phoenix for a game 7. I'm expecting the Lakers to go to have a real good ball game in game 5 with the chance to close it out in Los Angeles on game 6. Don't want to go back to Phoenix for game 7. Don't want to do that. I'm expecting the game 5 because they know what they got to do now. When Anthony Davis goes out, there's a lot of readjustments that have to go on. So you got to get used to that. Anthony Davis probably is not going to play game 5. So they already know what they have to do. They got to get the rotation right, get Montrezl Harrell in the game, get Powell going. We're going to be all right. We got enough veteran leadership that we all know how to keep a game pretty good. Keep it close at least. They made a good comeback once they got their rhythm. Once they kind of started figuring it out just a little bit, you can tell that they were playing better at the end. But it took them a while to get used to not having AD in there. And that's why the lead was 15 to 18 points and all that. But once they found the rhythm, they knocked their thing down. So there's some positives out of it. They just got to go in. I wouldn't play AD. Just let AD sit down. Let him sit down. We'll holler at you for game 6. We'll see if you're ready then. Until then, sit down, do what you got to do. Let the trainers do what they have to do to try to get him back. And he may not very well be back for a while. It depends on, we don't know the extent. I think I just saw something that said Coach Vogel will come out with an update on AD on tomorrow. So I'm quite sure they're going to do some type of MRI and let us know exactly, what's the extent of his groin. If I know AD going to try to come back, but look, if you can't jump, if you can't jump off and elevate on your shot, stay sitting down, man. He fragile, man. AD fragile. I said that about him in New Orleans. I'm saying it now. He's fragile. When he's on the court, he's dominant. But you just know something is going to happen. You just know it. You just know it. He never can stay healthy. And he's a young man. That's the sad part about it. He's young. And he's been hurt ever since he got into the league. His rookie year, he was hurt. Second year, just hurt. And some big guys are just, I'm not going to say brittle. They're just, the bodies just can't handle the banging and the jumping and all that kind of stuff. And AD, if it ain't his shoulder, it's his knee. If it's not his knee, it's his foot. If it's not his foot, now it's his groin. If not, he has an ab pull. AD, I'm about to look it up. I may talk about this on Tuesday, but I need to look up AD's injury since he's been in the league, and let's just see where he's been. How many games did he miss and all that? I'm gonna look all that up and just say, hey, we got a superstar, but we got a superstar who can't stay healthy, and it'll be a miracle if he can play at least 70 games a year. That's where I'm at with AD. He needs days off. We almost need to load manage him like Kawhi Leonard do. We need to load manage him because his body just can't take it. That's my recap. I cannot see any comments from you guys on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube or Twitter or whatever. I can see Podbean, but I cannot see all you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it now. I wish I could read your comments if you are commenting. I wish I could, because I know you Laker haters are on here. But it is what it is. But we're not out. We just down. Okay? We just down. We're not out. I'm not quitting. I'm still saying the Lakers gonna win in 6 games. I'm expecting LeBron James to step it up big time and carry this team. I'm looking forward. Until then, listen, I will see you guys on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. Central Time this Tuesday for another edition of the Big Time Show. To be honest with you, I don't know what I'm talking about on Tuesday. I might go Laker talk again, and then of course I got plenty of Cowboy talk to go with. But tune in for 7:30 on Tuesday here on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, and of course live on the home base, which is Podbean. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Now, in spite of our loss, in spite of AD going down, we still gonna leave here the way we came in. I need some encouragement, so you don't have to clap your hands. I'm gonna clap. I'm gonna clap. Hello, over Bruce 52. Thank you for joining in. You catching me at the end, but thank you. I've never seen you before, over Bruce. Owen Bruce. I'm sorry. Owen Bruce. Okay. Owen Bruce. Thank you for popping in on Podbean. Listen, if this is your first time, why don't you follow the show if you don't mind, sir? If you do not mind, follow the show, and I would appreciate it. If you're also on Podbean and you do not want to become a patron of the show, click on that button there that you see that says Become a Patron. And you can do that if you are here on Facebook, YouTube, or whatever. There's my Cash App, which is $ the Big Time Show. That's all you have to do. Also, if you want to become a patron of the show, there it is for you right there on your screen. I need you to copy and paste that one. Copy and paste that. What you see, the big www, the Big Time Show 3 at supercast.tech. All you have to do is type that in, paste that, write that in, and I promise you, all you have to do is click it and it will get you to where you need to be. You make a decision, become a supporter of the show right then. I will see you guys on Tuesday. I'm out of here. I got to go. I got to soak and start studying Lakers so I can help them. I'm about to make a call to Coach Vogel and tell him what we need to do. All right. I'm about to make that call to him now. I will holler at you guys. Until then, come on, clap your hands with me as we leave. This is the Big Time Show.